Hello and welcome to SweCodes. In this video, we are trying to solve a coding problem to find minimum index-based distance between two elements of the array, x and y such that x is not equal to y. In short, the minimum distance between two numbers. Here's the solution code to the problem in Java. Let's look into this to understand it in depth. Step 1. Define the class and method. We start by defining a class named minimumDistance. Inside this class, we have a method named minDist that calculates the minimum distance between two given elements, x and y, in an array. Step 2. Initialize variables. We declare two variables, lastX and lastY, and set them to -1. These variables will help us keep track of the last occurrences of elements x and y in the array. Step 3. Initialize minimum distance. We declare a variable named min_dist and set it to the maximum possible integer value. This value will be used to track the minimum distance between x and y in the array. Step 4. Loop through the array. We start a loop that goes through each element of the array from the beginning to the end. Step 5. Check for element x. Inside the loop, we check if the current element is equal to x. If it is, we look at the previous occurrence of y, stored in lastY. If lastY is not -1, i.e., we have found y before, we update min_dist to the minimum value between min_dist and the distance between the current index and the last occurrence of y. Step 6. Update lastX. After checking for x, we update lastX to the current index to keep track of its last occurrence. Step 7. Check for element y. If the current element is not x, we check if it is y. If it is, we look at the previous occurrence of x stored in lastX. If lastX is not -1, i.e., we have found x before, we update min_dist to the minimum value between min_dist and the distance between the current index and the last occurrence of x. Step 8. Update lastY. After checking for y, we update lastY to the current index to keep track of its last occurrence. Step 9. Find and return the minimum distance. After looping through the array, we check if min_dist is still set to its initial value, i.e., no valid distance found, or if it's greater than or equal to the length of the array n. If so, we return -1 since a valid minimum distance between x and y is not found. Otherwise, we return the calculated minimum distance between x and y. Step 10. Main method executing the code. In the main method, we create an instance of the minimum distance class. We initialize an array ARR with some values, set the length of the array to n, and specify the values of x and y. We then call the minDist method with these values to find the minimum distance between x and y in the array ARR. Finally, we print the result. I hope this detailed explanation helps you understand each part of the code more easily. Let me know if you have any further questions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.